Book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 3. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains, meaning his governments, and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. That's what I mean by one of his heads was wounded unto death. But that deadly wound was healed, man. What's that talking about? Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished. Exactly. You was impoverished, man. When you was up there in the caves, in the Caucasus Mountains, man. You crackers was in a state of poverty, man. You can barely speak one word of English. You was grunting to one another. That's how you communicated, man. You was dwelling in the caves of the earth. Fine, let me get that.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Book of Job, chapter 30, verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision. Who's younger than Job? You Edomites, the descendants of Esau. You're younger than the children of Jacob. Why? Because you're the first nation of people that came out with no pigmentation. All nations on this earth had pigmentation, long before you so-called white people came around. So you're younger than Jacob. Even though the scripture says you was born first, you're still younger than us, man. Because you're a bunch of damn children. The scriptures describe you as being children. And that you understand nothing. Let's see. Verse 1 again. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have sex with the dogs of my flock. Exactly, because you so-called white people, man, you would have been trying to have sex with Job's dogs, man. If he allowed you to hobnob with his damn pets, man. Because you're into bestiality, beastology, zoology. That's what the so-called white man is known for. Having sex with animals, man. Whose fathers I would have disdained to have sex with the dogs of my flock. Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine they were solitary. Talking about the so-called white man, white woman and child. Alright? You were solitary. No one wanted to hang around you devils, man. Because you know this, man. You a bunch of damn beasts. You into faggotism and lesbianism, man. Job didn't want you nowhere near his dogs, man. You were solitary. For want and famine, they were solitary. Exactly, because nobody, for want and famine, man. The word famine means severe scarcity of food. That's what the word famine means. Severe scarcity of food. You were solitary because nobody wanted to help your ass out. Everybody hated you damn devils, man. Or even the heathen nations hated you. For want and famine, they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, in former time desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes, and juniper roots for their meat. So that's what you was eating, man. Juniper roots, and so forth and so on. These are all antioxidants, man. And juniper roots for their meat. They were driven. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. This is speaking about the so-called white man and his caveman condition. What's the question?
I want to know what's the religion that you're speaking.
And this isn't about religion. It's about nations. Nations.
Nations? Yeah, I want to understand. Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Portugal.
Well, yeah, you want us. Because, you know, our people ruled Portugal.
Yeah, but I want to know. I'm curious.
Yeah, well, you know, these people right here.
I'm Judan, Benjamin,
Yeah, you could be one of the top. Because your ancestors might have been Negroes. Your ancestors. Because we ruled those regions like Spain, France, Portugal. So you could be one of us.
I want to be one of them.
Well, I'm saying you could be. So
What
like
do I have to do?
No, I'm saying your ancestors might actually be Negroes. Because the Negroes, they're the people of this
I need.
They're the people of this Bible.
Sorry. I need God. I need something to be really strong.
Make you strong. What is this word is going to make you strong?
Okay, that's what I need. I need a religion.
Well, he's not
Something
religious.
that I believe.
There's no way to really walk.
No, something that I believe.
Well, yeah, well, you got to believe that this is going to happen. And that the Lord is, that man who you call Jesus is going to save us, deliver us before this happens. Before it happens.
What is going to happen? An explosion?
Yeah, no, it's called
Is the end of the world?
Yeah, the so-called white man's rulership.
Sorry, I don't understand. I just need help and something.
Well, you know.
I really don't believe.
Believe what?
I believe that God exists, you know. But I know, I don't know the truth.
Don't know the truth.
No, because there are so many religions that I don't know.
Well, obviously, first of all, let me tell you this. It's going to leave it at that. In order for you to find truth, you need to find out what they've been lying about.
Yeah.
What have they been lying about?
Yeah.
Because they're trying to cover up the truth.
Yeah.
So they've been trying to they've been trying to cover up who the people in the Bible are.
Yeah.
They've been trying to say that the people in the Bible were white people. So you know that they've been lying. They've been lying
the
about.
Bible is the same for everybody.
No.
No? Let me see one thing, please.
No. What would you do? It's King James Bible.
This is not the same Bible.
It's the same Bible.
Yeah, it's the same one.
It's the same Bible that everybody uses.
No, but this is very, you know.
The book of Job, chapter 30, verse 3. For want and famine, they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, in former time desolate and waste. That's talking about the so-called white man in his caveman state condition.
The white man?
Yeah, that's what they call themselves.
The white man is
So-called
bad?
white people. So-called white, because that's not what they are. That's just a color. White, black, purple, orange.
But there's a difference between black and white?
Yeah, but I'm just saying so-called, we're reading about the so-called white man now. When he was a caveman. Which was like no less than 800 years ago. 800 years ago, these same white people were caveman and cavewoman. We're reading about.
What about the black?
He was a caveman.
No?
Anyway. Well, you know, you listen to me. For want and famine, they were solitary. That's the so-called white man. They were solitary, all right? Because nobody went. No so-called white man, the so-called white woman and child. They, as a people, were solitary because nobody wanted to mess around with them. Because they were caveman and cavewoman.
Yeah,
The
the
East
white
Indians,
people.
the Chinese, they didn't